Have you ever felt like you were walking through your life with 1,000 eyes on your back? You want to start that business, you want to change your body, you want to post that first video, but there's this noise. It's the voice of your cousin who thinks you're trying too hard. It's the silence of your friends when you mention your dreams. It's the invisible weight of being the person who failed before. I spent years paralyzed by this. I was so busy listening to the spectators of my life that I forgot I was the one on the field. But then, I came across a story, a strategy, really, that changed how I see focus forever. It's called the milk pot strategy. Today, I want to take you on a journey. Not just a story about a boy and a pot of milk, but a deep dive into the psychology of why we care what people think, and how to make that noise literally disappear. Let me tell you about Rogov. Rogov wasn't a superhero. He was just a guy in a small village, much like the digital villages we live in today on Instagram or TikTok. He had a dream to become a great scholar. He studied, he worked, he sacrificed. But then, he failed. A big, public exam. And suddenly, the village changed. People who used to smile at him started whispering. See, we told him he wasn't that smart. Look at him, wasting his father's money. The video I recently watched about him points out something crucial. The mockery wasn't just noise, it became his reality. He stopped going out. He stopped studying. He became a prisoner of their opinions. Have you been there? Where they "I told you so" from others becomes the only thing you can hear in your own head. Rogov's teacher saw this. And he didn't give him a lecture on confidence. He gave him a challenge. The teacher told Rogov, "Take this pot. Fill it to the very brim with milk. Now, walk through the center of the village, the busiest market, past the people who laugh at you, and reach the temple on the other side. If you spill even one single drop, you are a failure. If you don't, I will give you the secret to success." Think about the stakes here. This wasn't just about milk. This was about Rogov's last shred of dignity. Rogov took the pot. He didn't look at the sky. He didn't look at his shoes. He looked at the white surface of the milk. He saw the tension of the liquid, how it threatened to crest over the edge with every heartbeat. He started walking. Now, let's pause. What's happening in Rogov's brain right now? This is what psychologists call hyperfocus. When the cost of a mistake is high enough, the brain shuts down non-essential data. Rogov walked into the market. The people were there. The same ones who called him a loser. They shouted at him. Some probably tried to distract him. But when he reached the temple and stood before his teacher, not a drop had fallen. The teacher asked him, "What did the villagers say today, Rogov? Did you hear the insults? Did you see the mocking faces?" Rogov looked up, confused. He said, "Teacher, I didn't hear a word. I didn't see a single face. All I saw was the milk." This is the core of the milk pot strategy. The noise didn't stop. The haters didn't go away. The villagers were still there being mean. The difference was that Rogov's focus was so narrow, so sharp, that the rest of the world was forced to become a blur. In your life, if the haters are loud, it's not because they are powerful. It's because your pot isn't full enough. Your goal isn't demanding enough of your attention. So, let's make this personal. How do we apply this to a life with 0 subscribers, 0 followers, or a mounting pile of failures? First, you have to define your milk pot. For me, for a long time, my pot was, what do they think of me? No wonder I was spilling milk everywhere. I was looking at them. You need to pick one thing. One goal that is so fragile and so important that you cannot afford to spill a drop. Is it writing 500 words a day? Is it hitting the gym when you feel tired? Is it finishing your degree? When you are in the marketplace, Whether that's social media or your workplace, you have to treat your focus like Rogov treated that milk. If you find yourself getting angry at a comment or a snide remark, stop. Look down at your pot. Are you spilling? If you are focused on the milk, the work, the noise, the critics, literally loses its physical ability to reach your consciousness. Focus is a filter. If you don't use it, everything gets in. This walk isn't a one-time thing. Rogov had to walk across the village once. We have to walk across it every single day. There will be days when the milk wobbles. There will be days when someone shouts something so loud it breaks your concentration. That's okay. You stop, you steady the pot, and you keep walking. The secret the teacher gave Rogov wasn't a magic spell. It was the realization that your reality is whatever you pay attention to. If you pay attention to the critics, they become your reality. If you pay attention to your mission, the mission becomes your reality. The villagers will always be in the market. They have nothing better to do. But you have a destination. You have a temple to reach. I want to leave you with a challenge today. For the next hour, I want you to pick your milk pot. Whatever that one task is you've been avoiding because you're afraid of being judged. Set a timer. For 60 minutes, the world is a blur. There are no comments, no likes, no what ifs. There is only the milk. If you're committing to this, if you're ready to stop looking at the crowd and start looking at your work, I want you to comment the words "Stay focused" below. I'm starting this journey with 0 subscribers, just like many of you are starting your dreams from 0. But as long as our eyes are on the pot, we're going to get exactly where we need to be. Thanks for walking with me today. I'll see you in the next one.